transducers. That is art, architecture, symbols. These are in the church known as icons. And festivals or holidays. Now, unless you can have some understanding of this business right here, you will not understand what I'm talking about. It's interesting to me that the majority of the teenagers, you can talk to them with symbols, immediately they understand in symbols, because from the first grade, they've been showed pictures of everything. So symbols are everything to this generation. But when you're older generation, I find sometimes a hard thing for them to grasp the meaning of the symbols, because they were taught to read. You know, they read words. But the use of symbols is very important. Let me give you a definition. A symbol is something that stands for, represents, or denotes something else, not by exact resemblance, but by vague suggestion or some accidental or conventional relation. Now, symbols bind the mind. A parable frees the mind. A symbol has double meaning, but a parable leaves the mind free to work within the concept to where it brings understanding. Now, this is very important, because in the Christian schools, they'll teach the kids, well, Christ gave symbols. No, he didn't give symbols, because symbols are pictures based on square, circle, and triangle. Three basic symbols in the mythology. And you got to have symbols to have the esoteric religion. Because if you don't have symbols, you don't have any priest. The priest is the only one that understands what the symbols mean. You just do what you're told. Okay, that's a little bit abstract. But I thought it's impossible to discern idolatry without an understanding of symbols. Now, this is where we really started out, is looking around in these symbols. Symbols in merchantry, for example. I take a view of Revelation from a contemporary standpoint in that it is present in every age. The things in Revelation can be interpreted. For instance, the mark of the beast is in every age. In the time of Polycarp, the mark of the beast related to the Roman Catholic Church or something like that. In past times, there has always been a mark of the beast. What is it? It is a mark that you need to be able to buy and sell. Now, how can you buy and sell today on an international market? Now, how can you buy and sell today on an international market? In past times, there has always been a mark of the beast. What is it? It is a mark that you need to be able to buy and sell. Now, how can you buy and sell today on an international market? There's only one thing you got to have. You got to have the symbol. You got to have the double arches. Or you got to have the Knights Templar, which is Exxon, who paid $1 million for this symbol. Or you got to have the union of 7 and 6, which is Capricorn. You must have the symbol, because the symbol is, they believe, where the power is. The insiders who practice the religion of esoteric philosophy believe that there is power in symbols. There is a power of suggestion in symbols. For instance, on television, constantly practiced is a mind play. I was reading through Adam Clark and his dissertation on the magicians there before Pharaoh with Moses. And these magicians are the same type of magicians that you have on television, using either optical illusion or a familiar spirit or sleight of hand. That's the way magic works, the three ways. You have optical illusion where you think it is, or you actually have someone who has a familiar spirit And they invoke the gods, and the thing materializes in a real form. Or you have sleight of hand. It's interesting that they used to call them jugglers, because the juggling is what confused the mind, see? So you thought you saw what you didn't see, or you didn't see what you were not supposed to see. Now, these are magicians, and it works in television all the time. These little kiddies sitting around before television sets are being hypnotized. But symbols are used to hypnotize the mind, so that you just sit there and you passively don't think. That's the purpose of the symbols. And so when you see Exxon, you just go marching in. You don't think. You don't analyze. And there is no company internationally that doesn't have a trademark in some form or other. You must take the mark of the beast in order to buy or sell. You don't get big in today's world. But there's hope. Revelation 15